Ali Drew for Seconds Out with Callum Johnson and Joe Gallagher. Callum, great win there. Just talk to me about that.
Yeah, it's just good to be back. You know, a lot of frustration, a lot of nerves, a lot of pressure. You know, but it's just I come out and let the top off, and the pressure just went bosh, and I went out like a madman. But you know, it is what it is. You know, I got a good win, I got a good knockout. I think he entertained people as usual. Took a few that I didn't really need to be taking, but you know, 25 months out of the ring, it was, you know, it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't perfect, far from it.
And it was a long time out of the ring for you. How good did it feel just to be back in the ring? Different environment, no crowds, but how good was it to be back?
Oh, it's great, you know, just letting them bombs go and, you know, feeling them bounce off his head. And I was surprised he took them as well as he did, to be fair, because I landed some and he was there, he was taking them, but you know, we got him there, we got him out of there, and you know, I look for it too much sometimes, which I did there, but I wanted to make a bit of a statement. But you know, it is what it is. We got the first one out of the way, and it's just about moving on now.
And he looked like he caught you in the first round. Did you feel it? Did you feel like you were wobbled at all?
No, I have to be honest. I did feel him get me a little bit, but not once did I feel like I knew exactly what was happening and everything else, and my head was clear the whole time. But that's obviously because I did realise he caught me. Do you know what I mean? And like I say, I just got myself together, and I took my time a little bit more in the second, but not too much more. And then, like I said, we got him out of there.
Joe, just talk to me about Callum's performance there. You know, is that what you expected from him?
No, not really. The nerves shot here after that. I did say to him after round one, this is a 10-round fight, Callum, because listen, I said earlier in the build-up to the fight tonight, it'd be like getting a toy, winding it up and watching it go, and that's what he did in the first round. And like I say, a little bit of carelessness, got caught, but he knew where he was. He said he knew where he was, and as the kid came for him, Callum caught him and put him back in his place. So regrouped well, and his shot selection was very good for someone that was out. He landed so many hard, murderous punches that I was like, wow. And it was a bit, not nice to watch at the end, but I'm usually pleased for him. A lot of frustration, a lot of build-up. He's got it out of the way. He's won a belt for his kids, and yeah, that's it. And Frank now reckons he'll be out in the summer again, so it's good. He had so many people to impress tonight. So much has been talked about of could he beat this one, could he beat that one. He's not fought, he's forgotten about. New promoter, been on the shelf, now with Frank, and he was trying to please and impress everybody. And I think he did. I think everybody that tuned in and watched this tonight watched and went, wow, that's what we want, proper, let's go for it, all guns blazing, do you know what I mean, let the bullets go. And he did well tonight. It was huge pressure for him tonight, but I'm very proud of him from where he's come from to where he is tonight, because as he said in interviews on the build-up, he could easily have retired from the sport.
And as you say, yeah, there is loads of pressure. There was a lot of pressure on you to you've just signed with Frank Warren. Have you had a chance to speak to Frank, and also you feel like you did him proud and what you wanted to proud? Yeah,
we spoke to him briefly out there, me and Joe, and I think Frank seemed to be really pleased and excited himself, and you know, he said he's going to get me out again very soon, and like I say, that's something I leave down to Joe and Frank to sort out anyway. And but I'm excited about the future, and I think, like you say, Frank seems like Frank's very excited as well, and I'm happy.
You got a belt to take home with you?
Take home to my boys, yeah. You know, I told my boys, he kept saying to me, my oldest lad, you know, he said, please win, Dad, please bring me that belt back. And I said, don't worry, kid, I will do. So, you know, I've kept my promise to my boy as well. Well, both my boys, really. But.
And now you are back in the ring, back in the mix. People haven't stopped talking about you in the last 2 years, but you're back, you know, you've had the fight. Who are you wanting now?
You know what? Anybody, but obviously my main goal is the WBO world title, Joe Smith. I mean, if Frank rang up and said you're fighting him next month, I'd be buzzing. But again, that's something I leave down to Frank to sort out, and Joe's my manager, and you know, I'm just happy to be back fighting. I'd like to get out again as soon as possible, and you know, if it's not obviously the biggest one, but another fight, you know, just to get a little bit more rushed out and do it again under the lights, and because it is just a little bit different in there, and you have to keep your cool a little bit more, so I'd say. So you know, but that's got all the rust off now, and that'll I'll be ready. I'll be even more ready for the next one.
Joe, do you think that the other light heavyweights in the division can mix it with Callum?
Listen, Callum's got there, he's fought BTBF, put a good performance in, and he wants to get back in the mix. Joe Smith, like I said in the week, is one of the most wanted men in world boxing, and that's what Callum wants. Frank has a good relationship with Bob Arum, and hopefully that fight could be made. But Callum just wants to be involved in the big fights now, and he wants a world title shot, and if he gets that world title shot, who's not to say he can't win it and bring it back here, and then, like you say, we can have them big domestics. Anthony Yardy, he's got unfinished business with Lyndon Arthur. That was a controversial fight. They've got a rematch that's got to happen sometime, so we'll go and get the world title, come back and defend the winner of that.
How are you celebrating tonight?
Just waiting for my brother-in-law and my son to pick me up, and just driving home and giving my boy a cuddle and passing him the belt. That's enough for me. That's all I needed.
Well done. Great performance. Great to see you back in the ring.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Cheers.
Cheers, Ali. Thank you.